Greetings. I'm Preston Love Jr., a graduate of Northeast Community College in 1962. Yes, 1962. I surely give you greetings to all of you, my beloved community college cohorts. I have a simple message for you and for myself. So, for all of us, as we celebrate the federal holiday honoring and celebrating the life of Martin Luther King. Yes, we celebrate his life. But my message to you and I today is for us not only to celebrate his life, but to understand it and learn from it. You know, during the 1960s, America was at the crossroads between America succeeding and, quite frankly, America exploding from within. Yes, in 1960, America was at the crossroads. And to some degree, and I hope you understand that today America is also at the crossroads, just like in the 1960s when I was your age. Today, we have tremendous and horrible division, racial division, and political division, and so much hate and lack of understanding of each other. And so in our day now, it's George Floyd and the lessons that we learned from his horrible death. But in my day, there were many others. I could name the names that were just as dramatic, significant, and horrible as George Floyd. Somehow, America survived the 1960s and all of that, but we did so to some degree because of Martin Luther King. But we survived mainly not just from his leadership, albeit how significant it was. We survived it because people, and quite frankly, young people, said, we've had enough, and decided not to take hate and division any longer. That's what happened in 1960. Yes, Martin Luther King, but the people decided enough was enough. And so my message, simple message today, is for you to see the similarities, the coalition, the correlations between my growing up and being your age in 1960 and what you're faced with right now. And my message to you is learn from that history. Learn from what Martin Luther King did and the people did. Not just celebrate him, but learn from him. And let me remind you this before I close, that Martin Luther King was only 25 years old when he led the Montgomery bus strike that you surely have read about and heard about or studied, and was 39 years old when he was assassinated. He received the Nobel Peace Prize when he was 35. He died at 39. And so I say to you, oh, my cohorts, please understand that we need you to pick up the mantle to save America this time. to save it from its own troubled history right now. You are Martin Luther King's, as I've mentioned to you once before. But I want you to understand how this is not just me talking, but that America is on the crossroads right now. And we need you to stand up and make sure that America does not fail, that a democracy does not fail. You need to stand up, but not just abstractly. You need to stand up for things that will affect your life for the rest of your life. Equality for all races, all sexes, and equity, and women's rights, and climate change, and stand up against hate. Do that. Understand that you hold, whether you believe me or not this moment, that democracy could fail because of voter restrictions and all of the other things that I just mentioned. We need another Martin Luther King, and that person may be one of us, but without him, we can still do it if all of us take our own personal responsibility. No one's going to tap you on the shoulder and make you a leader. You don't need to be a leader to help the cause to save America. You just need to stand up for all the things that I have mentioned. And I would say this in closing. Don't take America and democracy for granted. Without our activism, it may not succeed. We love you, and we say, celebrate Martin Luther King, but learn from him as well. Oh, I thank you and love you so much.